Hi guys, welcome back to my bedroom! Today we are going on another grand fondo ride. It will be my 100k ride for the month of March. I did one in February and now it's March. And for the route wise, we are also going to be doing the Lim Chu Kang route. What's the reason for that is because in the west side, this is perhaps the best place to be riding to get that long, uninterrupted stretches of road that will allow me to fundamentally train for next week's round the island 160-170 kilometer ride. And sadly, even though I initially hoped for somebody to join me, nobody is free today and I'll be doing it solo. And let's get changed, put the lights on the bike, and leave home. So out of the house I went, and this is the first time that I've actually gone out while the sun is still up.
So before we start our trip, I just had to drop by Plantation Plaza to drop a parcel for the wife, and we'll be on our way.
Here is some standard carousel things that you would probably be very accustomed to also.
So that completes husband duties. Now time to hit Lim Chu Kang. Floor is still pretty damn wet, so I better be careful.
Pretty damn wet was an understatement, man, but at least with the cars rolling over the roads, it started to dry up by the time I got to Woodlands Road.
And we are 10% done, 10.59 kilometers in. We are right now heading towards Kranji Dam. Legs still feeling good, but because the rain was earlier, a lot of the water was coming down from the trees and directly onto me. So I hope it's not an indicator that it's going to rain again, but we'll find out.
Thankfully it didn't rain, and by the time I got to Kranji Dam, it was actually really drying up.
Hi folks, so we are currently at 20.61 kilometers, 20% done. And let me tell you guys a funny story. Just now, I spent the entire time on Neo Teo trying to get this big, sharp-ish booger out of my right nostril. Right at the end when I managed to get it out, suddenly got flu, got mucus. So now my nose is running.
Well, nose running and feet spinning seems to be the theme for the entirety for today. In any case, one thing good about the rain is that it really cooled everything down.
Alright ladies and gentlemen, 30.15 kilometers in, we are 30% done.
But 30% done was also the time whereby I started to feel a bit bored on Lim Chu Kang and Old Choa Chu Kang Road.
Alright guys, shall we have a bit? Time for the first gel. Here's the gel that we're having today. I got 4 packs in total, and honestly it tastes like shit lah. But then it's cheap, and it's cheaper than me. I buy many boxes. So we'll eat this until we get sick of it.
Beggars can't be choosers, so we humped down the Decathlon gel, and I'm really not lying that it tastes like shit. But then again, I must confess that I've not really tried any much other gels, so maybe the other gels taste like shit also. Done with Old Choa Chu Kang Road first lap and heading back to Lim Chu Kang. Oh, and I happened to see this guy who I swear is wearing the same Shopee jersey that I have.
Alright boys and girls, 40% done, 40.15. Another 60% to go, and I think that I will most likely be doing my first NTU pit stop after I complete this lap. Hopefully that brings me close to around the 50 to 60 kilometer mark. If it coincides with the 2-hour mark, then I'll have my second gel.
So more and more boring segments kicked in, my ass started to hurt, my back started to ache.
Guys, I'm currently at 45.85 kilometers in, not 50% done yet. But the legend of the tailwind has arrived. Look at that, zone 2142, but I can keep 30 kilometers up slope. Solid!
Thanks to that little bit of tailwind, the southbound LCK was always going to be easier.
50.34 kilometers. I think this is the longest that I've ever ridden without any breaks, any stopping. The last time around I did stop at NTU much earlier than hitting 50 kilometers. And there's still some time before I make the stop at NTU because I'll be going down Old Choa Chu Kang Road one more time and back before going to NTU. So let's see what the mileage is when I arrive at my first stop.
So along the way back here, I crossed over the 2-hour mark, and that was time to take gel number 2, which I didn't get any footage because I couldn't juggle both eating a gel, holding the handlebar, and also holding the camera at the same time.
I gotta confess that it's very tempting to just skip the rest stop and just head straight home, because I think going all the way back via the way I came from should be another 35 kilometers or at least 30 kilometers easy, which will bring me all the way to 90, and 100 won't be that far away. I have some time to think about it, but I think I should stop. I think so lah. Welcome back to NTU everybody. Then I use the toilet break, refill the water bottles, and then we'll be back on the move.
Done with my toilet break, and now time to squeeze this stupid water bottle out of its holder and refill it before having another gel, because well, I don't want to have it on the road again. And soon after we will back on the bike.
We have officially hit 70. You can't see it because of the heart rate zone. but 70% done. We are left with 30 kilometers, and currently it's 2 hours 47. Good chance that maybe you can try competing this in 4 hours flat. Gotta push probably closer to the end, not now, so that I don't bong. But fingers crossed. Hello again. 80% done. 80.19. My right quad is kind of sore. Feels like it's gonna cramp. I think because I don't have enough ISO this time. Last time round I prepared 2 bottles of ISO, but that messed up my stomach quite a bit. So I thought this time, just do 1 bottle of ISO. That is killing me, and I feel I will cramp. Didn't bring any bananas with me. Monkey never cramp, but let's try to get home. Finish up this 20k.
Just like a run, you know, at the beginning you feel good and your legs feel fresh and all, but you just think, wow, there's still another 80 kilometers to go. And then when you're at 80 kilometers and you're only left with 20 kilometers left, you're just thinking like, god damn it, man, I can't wait for this to end and I don't want to do this ever again.
We are at 90, guys. Woo, 90% done. How to kill myself.
And I gotta confess that I really meant it when I said I wanted to kill myself because my back was absolutely burning.
We are currently at 99.28, 800 meters more, and March Grand Fondo will be completed. Will it be the longest ride ever? I don't know. We'll find out when we finish the ride.
So this is rolling home stretch already. Can already smell the ice cream that I'll be eating later on.
40 meters more! Yeah, that completes March Grand Fondo. Come! What? If not, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next month for the next Fondo. Bye-bye.